Chad, Chad, Chad. Chad has been teaching modern divorced women good life lessons they failed to learn from example. One of these days, if your ex-wife crosses your mind, you should wish that she finds herself with Chad. She will wish she didn't leave you.
Yeah, I wish somebody would have prepared me for the dating world after my divorce. I had no idea that so many grown-ass men still like to play petty games. Like, seriously, I am 100% content by myself. I am very capable of making myself happy and providing for myself. I am busy. I don't have time for games. I am trying my best to be successful in my job. I'm trying to build a home for me and my kids.
Hey everyone, so my ex-husband, who we got divorced in December but continued to, for some reason, see each other through January, got in a relationship with a woman at the end of February, and I just found out he got married already. So this is his fifth wife.
These modern women believe the world is just for them. They can get anything they want, but it does not work that way. How does a woman get out of a 20-year marriage of grown kids and think it will be easy to find a man that they would settle down with and start a new life? Someone better taps her to wake up. It does not work that way if the number of men getting married is reducing and the dating world is getting more messy. What hope do you have as a divorcee and a 30 or 40-something lady with a slimmer chance of fertility? The fact is, only Chad's is dating up or down based on where he is hunting. Serious men don't want women with a whole lot of bitter experience. I see modern women get into the trap of Chad, since Chad gives them all the attention they need and all the lies they want to believe. They start looking for openings in their marriage to jump out into the hand of Chad. Then, after a few months, they say, all men are liars and scum. No, not all men. Your ex-husband said he wanted to spend the rest of his life with you, and he took you to the altar. He said he would take care of you, and he did to the best of his capacity. But you said he does not give you the joy you once had anymore, and you want to get out of being stuck with him. Your ex-husband did everything he said he will do, but you were an ingrate and wanted more than you deserve. On the other hand, Chad just wanted to have you on his list of conquered cities. He did not even want you to leave your husband. He just wanted to hang around, but because you are dumb, you played right into his hand. I have been privileged to have exclusive access to stories through email, DMs, and other means. This story was sent by a woman herself. I can share this story because she intends to help these young modern women stop making dumb decisions in their marriages, as she said. I am going to call her Peggy in this video. Peggy should be 42 now. Peggy had been married to Mark for over a decade, with 2 kids, but their once loving relationship had gradually transformed into misery because the finances were getting poorer as time went by. But the interesting part of this story is that she admitted she made a mistake after going through Manosphere videos, but she remained single. Peggy said she was getting frustrated by her husband day by day because he was coming back a little drunk, unlike before, but she was too angry at that time to find out what was happening. She shouted and ranted at every chance she had if he came home a little drunk, and he would shout back, and they get into a terrible argument, and anytime he came home sober, he would just walk into the room and stay all by himself, and then went on for about 9 months. This is the period when she starts reacting to the state of things in the home. She said at that time she was already considering divorcing, but she wanted one of their kids to get into college, and 6 months after, she could not still bring herself to ask for a divorce. And around this time, her husband was not frequently around as he was going for trips, but since they were not in a really good talking term, she only knew it was about business, and that was it. And this time she was guessing if he was seeing other women. She met Daniel at this time. Daniel was not rich, but he could do what her husband could not do at that time. And the times when her husband was not around for sometimes 3 weeks, she was getting to know Daniel better, and for some reason, she started finding reasons why she could now divorce her husband, because at least she had someone who cared more and would do anything to keep his word. She said she was forcing herself not to believe she was divorcing to be with Daniel, whom she had just met for 6 months, but she was having the courage she needed at that. She saw that she was trusting Daniel. Fast forward to when her husband came back. She announced she wanted a divorce, and he did not even argue. He did not raise any objection, and they got divorced. So she moved out of the house with her son, who was not in college yet, but he would go visit with her now ex-husband anytime he was in town. She and Daniel were seeing each other for 3 more months, and Daniel was having so much fun, you know what I mean. After that, she started seeing Daniel less frequently, and while all of those things were happening, Daniel had always kept quiet, so she did not know where he stood in the matter. As she saw less of Daniel every day, she was pained, but she kept telling herself that she didn't divorce to be with Daniel. She did it for herself. So finally, when Daniel was around, she stood up to him about his distance, and he just kept quiet, and he explained that he had been married once to a woman named Claire. They had separated years ago, but had never officially divorced. He continued that he assumed that their marriage was over, but Claire has been reaching out to him to fix things up, and he has been taking time to think about it. So he has decided he is getting back with Claire, and he just left. She said she cried for about a week and tried her best to recover by still claiming that she did not leave her marriage for Daniel, but it did not help. She said when she realized she made a mistake and decided to reach out to her ex-husband. They had a good talk where she found out he got into debt and was struggling to get out of the debt, but he did not want to inform her about it, and he decides to work it out by himself, and he said he has moved on, and she should too. She concluded that she had been finessed by Chad due to her stupidity. This might not look like the story of many modern women, but these women are getting dealt with by Chad. They leave good men for reasons they could work on together, and they choose to play with Chad. Modern women are a very irresponsible bunch. Divorce is very easy for these women. It's just paperwork to many of them. Thanks to Chad for teaching these women a good lesson. Shout out to Peggy for letting the channel use her story. The saddening thing about modern women is that they never listen, but that's their problem. That's all for today on The Latest Juice. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my previous videos. Remember to drop your thoughts in the comment box. I always love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video with whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.